through our consumer choices as individuals and as organisations, we have chosen to buy primarily on price without giving any consideration for what comes with that. So we have, in effect, through those choices, created the factory of the world, which is basically China and to a certain extent India too. And because we've made those choices, they clearly are emitting far more than we are. However, we cannot outsource, if you like, our responsibilities for those emissions. So in terms of the scopes that individual businesses are responsible for and organisations, the emissions that come from their supply chains, which if they are based in China or India, fall within scope 3. And you cannot absolve yourself from those responsibilities. So your choices about where you buy, what you buy and when you buy, if it's purely based on price, you're more than likely going to be making the wrong choices. So people have to be more informed about their own supply chains and what they're actually buying, because that has a huge impact on their overall greenhouse gas emissions or carbon footprint. So if you take an individual product or material that's bought in from abroad, the things you have to consider is what goes into making that up. So is it a mined product? Because there's lots of impacts in terms of mined products, not just energy, but it's also in terms of how it's transported, how far it's transported. There's an impact in terms of how things are transported, how things are made, how they're packaged. We do life cycle costs or life cycle carbon analysis rather of individual products, and that really gives you a very detailed insight into exactly what the impacts are of that product. A lot of people might think that, oh well, if I go to whatever retailer it is and I'm buying that, well, my impact is only in going to that store or clicking online and buying it and then it gets delivered, and that's my impact. Well, it's not. The impact is everything that goes around making that product.